जब से मिले नैना तुमसे मिले नैना तड़प तड़प दिन बीते और जागी जागी रहना
तेरी इसी अदा पे सनम मुझको तो प्यार आया हो तेरी इसी अदा पे सनम मुझको तो प्यार आया
तूने लगाया गले से तूने लगाया गले से मेरे दिल को करार आया हो
तेरी इसी अदा पे सनम मुझको तो प्यार आया मैं एक चोर तू मेरी रानी मैं एक चोर तू मेरी रानी चोरी चोरी ले चला मैं तुमको तुमसे ही चुरा के मैं एक चोर तू मेरी रानी मैं एक चोर
चोर नहीं तू मेरा राजा मैं तेरी रानी तू मेरा राजा मैं तेरी रानी चल पड़ी मैं साथ तेरे सारी दुनिया को भुला के तू मेरा राजा मैं तेरी रानी तू मेरा राजा प्यार के बदले प्यार मिलेगा दिल के बदले
And so it's just about 14 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome down to Sabaki PR, your morning's love, your recipe for happiness on Kaieteur Radio at 99.1, 99.5 FM. We're happy that you guys can join us today. You know, over this weekend, something special is happening. Last Sunday, we heard from the contestants, we heard from the directors, and today we want to hear from someone special. And I know they were doing the countdown on their social media page, and today we want to talk everything pageant. And so we want to talk about the Mrs. Teen and Mr. India Worldwide Guyana pageant. You know, there were some teasers on social media. Who will be the signature host? He is back for the third time, for the third year, and he's the one and only superstar, Suvir Ramsuk. Good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning to you.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I am great. Well, happy that you were here and you graced us with your presence. It's always nice when you pop by. Welcome to the 592 Soils.
Yeah, I mean, I love the energy in here, and definitely, actually, I only slept for 30 minutes since last night, but it was totally worth it. Straight from the airport, we had to get some Starbucks. It's mandatory to get the coffee because, we have to make sure we have all the energy that's necessary to make sure that this weekend goes as planned. But until we could make sure that takes place, it's just a good vibe all around just to be here back in Guyana.
Mm-hmm. Well, they finally left the cat out of the bag, as we say in Guyanese terms. You're going to be the host for the third year for this pageant. How does it feel to be here and to just host this event? This spectacular event, I should say.
Yeah, this spectacular event is something that even me, I didn't even think to myself, wait, it's 3 years consecutively. And I've gotten immense support, not just from everyone here in Guyana, but especially Hashim and Mel, who are the organizers of the event, and just being able to pull off this event and me being a signature part of it and making me part of it, knowing that I'm coming from Trinidad and everything like that. I feel like this is something that is necessary as well for both our nations so that we can mesh together and be able to do what's good for our culture.
Yeah. I wish Hashim was here, but he had to step out. He's going to be back soon. We're seeing this, and I hope I'm not putting you on the spot. You're going to be there for the Talented Evening Show that's happening tomorrow night, and then you'll be there for the Grand Coronation that's happening on Sunday. A mogul affair. What is this? What are we looking at?
So I would say what you're looking at is this. It's a bold move to be able to do talent only. But I think it's really exciting as well because not every time you go to a pageant, you may get to see the talent segment. Sometimes you do get it and it's sort of rushed. But this time you get the opportunity to see firsthand as to like when these contestants and these pageant individuals were to go and put forward their performance, they are doing it with less pressure.
Yeah.
Which gives them the opportunity to really impress the judges but not just the judges, but the audience. And that gives the audience an idea as to when they go into the final round, okay, the audience could say, you know what, I've been following this person's journey. And unlike last year, where the talent segment was behind closed curtains, meaning
Correct.
that only the judges would have been able to see them, definitely this year, the public being involved, it also inspires them to be like,
Correct.
you know what, pageant is not just about, you know, questions, answers, and modeling, but the talent segment, and especially for the Miss, Mrs., Miss Teen, you know, the India pageant, just being able to have a talent segment is a huge integral part.
So we spoke, we spoke about this. Persons might be out there. I mean, you're here for the third year. You're no stranger to the 592 soil. But tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey in the pageantry field.
Yeah, you know, like how I started off telling you that this year, this is the only free time that I have. and
You did, yeah.
I think just having 3 years to be here consecutively is a result of pageantry.
Correct.
Because had it not been for pageantry, I wouldn't have had that connection with Hashim and Mel. I wouldn't have had this connection and being able to host based on my knowledge of what a pageant entails. But not just that, but being able to develop pageantry back home in Trinidad, but also being part of it here in Guyana and helping it to prosper into something new and blossom to something bigger is more impactful for me. But with pageant on the whole, I would just have to say that it have really helped my career to blossom, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, we have a lot of contestants that are going to begin their journey, or I think their journey would have started already, but that final journey to be crowned Miss Teen, to be crowned Miss India, to be crowned Mrs. India Guyana. I know I would have glad if Hashim would have been here to answer this question, but maybe you can, it's all right.
Yeah.
If you mind telling us what is happening with Mr. India.
So, if you haven't followed the pageant before, the titles were Miss, Mrs., Teen,
And Mr.
and Mr.
Correct.
India Guyana. But every time for those past few years, the girls represented it on the international
National
level.
stage, yeah.
But this time, the opportunity has arrived for the males to be able to now go on to represent Guyana at that international level. So for the first time, it's going to have a Mr. India Guyana, but not just for Guyana, but for the international
Wow,
stage.
that's sweet. So
And that's going to give not just the guys a great opportunity to travel and be able to explore pageantry, but it's going to be able to give Guyana a bigger name on the world stage. Joining the females hand in hand, they dominated last year, so now the males have their work cut out to do. And being able to see a fellow Guyanese guy go out there and do it on an international stage amongst international contestants is going to be something that's going to inspire many to come.
so this is going to happen this year, or you don't want to let the cat out of the bag?
So I would probably say that's not for me to answer, but I'm going to say this. In the near future, and nearer than you will think, it's definitely going to take place. So that, as a heads up, whoever's listening right now, if you know a guy or you know of any particular group of guys who may be interested, or you think they have the qualities that they may possess to be Mr. India Guyana, to go on to represent Guyana on the international platform, I think you should start thinking about letting them know of Mr. India Guyana.
The burden is upon you, and I use burden in uplifted commas this morning, or the pleasure is on you to be the host of this auspicious event that begins tomorrow evening and concludes on Sunday. As host, your message to the public, encouraging them, if it's not too late, to get their tickets and come out and support our Guyanese beauties.
Yeah, well, I didn't come all the way from Trinidad not to see people. I mean, I hear, and every time I like to come here, I think it's because I come from Trinidad. You know, there's always this sort of rivalry, but also camaraderie with Guyanese and Trinidadians. But for me, it's that one love feeling. And it has to do a lot with the similarity of our culture. And I just look forward to meeting every single new Guyanese person that I could meet, because I also want them to know that, listen, me, myself, I'm not interested in meeting you for me, but I'm interested in meeting you to let you know that as part of my country, as a representative of my country, I want to embrace you in that same way and in that same light. And the fact that I'm hosting is because I also believe in the potential that Guyana has.
Yeah.
And I've been with them 3 years, and that goes to show my consistency
Correct.
is due to the fact that I believe that Guyana has so much talent here, and it's just the opportunities that have been waiting to be unfold. And I'm here supporting that grind, and I just want to make sure that every single person, when they do come out, they're not just coming out to support or to have fun, but also to look at an opportunity to say, you know what, maybe I could do this next year.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. So I want to see everyone there. You don't necessarily have to do, you know, a big thing in terms of trying to figure out, oh God, what I go wear, you know, what time is the event? I don't know if I go be able to run late and all of these things. Don't worry about that. Just come and experience it. It's a fresh new experience. It's something different. The fact that the talent night is separate from the coronation night
Correct.
is something that is going to be very cool. So even if you yourself say, you know what, I don't know if I want to handle the whole pageant, the talent segment is there, and it's free. It's free, and in terms of you to free up yourself and enjoy. It's not too, you know, hoity-toity and everything like that. It's a classy event, but it doesn't put too much pressure on you to say, you know what, it's going to be a long, drawn-out event and you're going to wait on the winner. You're there to be part of the contestants' journey and to be able to be part of their whole entire procedure, especially before they were to go on to the final stages.
Good. So we look forward. We look forward to you joining Severe and the entire crew this tomorrow evening. I believe it's Friday the 5th of July. Doors open from 5 p.m. Tickets general are 7,500 and VIP $10,000. We have to check the Hashim to see how those tickets price are going, how those ticket sales are going. And of course, the grand coronation comes up on 7th of July. That's this Sunday. The reception is from 4 to 5 p.m. The dinner is from 7 to 8 p.m. Tickets are 12,500 general and 15,000 VIP. Come out and support. Who will take away the crown from the reigning Miss India, Aruna Sugdeo? Who will take away the crown from the reigning Miss Teen, Netu Lall, and with the Mistress category, Rihanna Arakan? Who will be successful? We look forward to see who's that going to be on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, all the best to all the participants there. I think they're going to do their best. And if you haven't been following on social media to see all these beautiful ladies and how well they've been able to do, you can also see from the past work of the past representatives.
Correct.
And I think something we should reiterate on is the fact that Aruna is the current title holder for the international.
Yeah.
You know, and just for Guyana to be able to have that title is probably one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
And to be able to bring it back to Guyana, and now someone is going to have to replace her, and that means that that person is going to have big shoes to fill.
They've got big shoes to fill, and I think we have what it. I mean, I saw the contestants on Sunday. I had the opportunity of interacting with them, and I honestly think, you know, two chin or one horns. I think we have what it takes to take home all 3 titles worldwide.
Well, I think that should be the energy you have. Yeah? I mean, from by the time you decide, listen, this is what I'm gonna do, you want to put your best foot forward, and you want to believe like you can win it, because if you have that doubt is going to show up there on the stage. It's going to show up in your presence, and you don't want that at all. You have one chance, and this one chance that you have, you want to give it your best. So I would just want to encourage everyone who's who's taking part in this to make sure that they give their best nonetheless. And whatever it is the outcome, just know that you've given your best, and you don't have that excuse of telling yourself, "Wait, boy, I could have do better."
Yeah. And the man at the moment has walked into the studio just as we're about to finish the interview. But we'll bring you in this morning. Hashim, good morning to you. How are you this morning?
Hey guys, morning.
We want to talk ticket sales. We want to talk the availability of tickets. We want to talk about the mogul affair. We're excited. This thing happens with less than 24 hours.
Yeah. Look. It's 24 hours away. There's so much to get done. But we are on track. Everything is set. The girls are ready. The venue is ready. Severe is here. We await our guest of honor tonight. We are going to definitely be having a whirlwind of great entertainment. Tomorrow night, the talent night, and the evening gown round, you can be able to see our girls shine in all their glories. We have a pack experience, so as you walk into the Ramada hall, you'll be greeting in the welcome area. So lots to eat, lots to drink, and then we go straight into the show, and then follow from that. We have a small interval for about half an hour, and then you get your snack on there. So you notice there what I'm doing there, Joshua. You have a lot to eat, a lot to drink. Um, so you're going to be filled not only with great entertainment but um, goodies. We also have the evening gown, so we can go straight into the evening gown. Come open minded for uh, great, great fashion. The fact that we have the good people like Kaieteur Radio on board. Um, Sterling Products is coming with those great ice creams. Um, we have Master Distribution coming with their Buzz and Freeze. We have a lot of people on board, and I'm really happy. Thank you, Guyana, for always welcoming and being so supportive to the brand. The success of Aruna Sutio bringing back that international crown last year. Um, Nitu Lall in the first runner-up in the team category, and then we had Rihanna
Rihanna,
Arakan, sorry, in the Mrs. category. We have a lot to be proud of. These girls has represented us very well. Um, this brand is known to be the most outstanding brand in pageantry for Guyana for last year and years before, and those are things that we take very serious. And so, come September, there's no difference because we're gonna be bringing you 3 crowns.
I told Safir that just now. I was telling him, I had the opportunity of interacting with the contestants last Sunday, and I'll tell you what, these judges, they've got their work cut out for them. It is a stiff competition. Looking at all of them, they had a question and answer segment, and the minute you throw the question to them before the question could finish, they've got the answer for you, and that is what we look forward to in pageantry. We look forward to the sisterhood, and you can see that in them, and so we wanna say hats off to our national directors, Hashim and Mel. They've got their work cut out, and they've been doing an excellent job. But Hashim, Guyanese, whether we like it or not, there are a few Guyanese who are last minute.
Yeah.
They might be listening to this interview right now and decide that they want to go to this event. I know it's a catered event. We elaborated on that.
Right.
But is it a possibility that they can still get tickets?
So we have just a few. Probably for the coronation, we probably will have about 2 tables, not more than that. And for the talent, you might have a few tickets available. Yes, you really did say it well. It is a catered event, so tickets, if you have been following the ads, would have been closed off yesterday. But we're people who know people that like people, so we could pull a string or two. But I don't anticipate tickets being sold after tomorrow for the coronation. You may be able to get some last minute tickets today and tomorrow for the
Talent.
the talent round, but you can also probably source a few for the coronation too. So there's only one way to get that done. iCandy Shop will not have the tickets after today, so you can only call 680-5999, 680-5999, or 688-0036. That's 688-0036, and you can make arrangement to pick those tickets up. Tickets are going really fast. We're anticipating a sold out crowd again for the 3rd year. We went in depth, Joshua, Sunday when I told you the layout of why.
Correct.
We wanted to give you an experience of 2 days, bringing worldwide pageant here in Guyana, so that Guyanese can afford the opportunity to experience what our girls go through when they travel to India and when they travel to New York and all these different countries to represent Guyana.
Well, they will be flying the golden arrowhead with pride, and they will represent us with joy. And the first process begins tomorrow, or the journey is started for them already. But we get to witness this tomorrow evening. Could you remind us the time that the event will be open for persons to
we
enter?
have our welcome reception from 5:30 to 6:30 tomorrow, and then after 6:30 we go straight into the show. And then we will have the coronation on
Sunday.
Sunday, the reception starts at 4, so 4 to 5 will be our reception. We will be breaking for dinner somewhere around 7, and then we go straight into crowning who our new queens will be.
That is the moment that we all wait for. And I know, like I said, a very stiff competition. The judges, I will encourage them to eat, to drink, to do everything because, they've got a lot of concentrating to do.
Yeah, but my judges has the judging panel for this pageant has always been very premier, very elite. They know their craft. They have lots of integrity. They are professionals,
Yeah.
and those are some of the the fundamentals of our success. I believe if you can have a procedure with strong foundation and you have people like Severe coming to host.
Correct, exactly. Yeah.
You have Alicia Best as your pageant coach. You have Miguel and Arifa and Safco Bollywood. If you have these people that are professionals in their field, then the success that will come will be no different.
Correct. Severe, you've got your work cut out for you. I know your third year. Well, the main fact that you're here for the third year, you're doing a pretty good job. And
Yeah,
so,
I mean, sometimes I feel like the work getting more and more. But I mean, the more times that I come, the more comfortable that I am, and I will say that they make it very easy for me to be here. So once I'm here, it's like I tell him, it's like there's like a next country, like how Tobago close by. It's an next sister island. You understand? So I tell him this is my backyard. I basically say, hey, this is my backyard.
Yeah, no, I picked him up this morning, and I was like, bro, your flight was supposed to get here at 7:17. 7:17, I'm driving up, and he messaged me like 15 minutes prior, say I'm outside. Like, how the hell did you pass immigration so quickly? But yeah, he's definitely home. Severe has really been instrumental in the success of our competition. And,
correct.
Guyana loves him, and I feel like he deserves a place here. And he has been so supportive in the journey. Especially with him crossing over into New York, getting into film. It's a good opportunity to have him back here. I hope that when he becomes this Golden Globe actor, and he's so successful that
He shares some of the cash.
not just will he share some of those, but he will definitely return.
Correct.
And be a part of the celebration.
That is so true, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the beauties have for us in store this Friday, this Sunday. Ladies, like Hashim mentioned, it is not too late. They have limited tickets, ladies and gents. Limited tickets available. Could you remind them of those numbers, Hashim?
688-0036. That's 688-0036. 680-5999. 680-5999.
Gentlemen, anything in closing you might want to share as you wrap up this morning?
I like talk, so you should go first.
Well, I don't have anything to close it off. I mean, Hashim basically tell you what tickets remaining. I'm here to host it.
Yeah.
And I know every time I come here in Guyana, it always have a packed crowd. So the balance is going to come down to who could reach and call first to get the tickets because like Trinidadians, Guyanese also last minute. And I know all they're going to want all the tickets last minute. So I'll give you some advice. And you see that number Hashim now mentioned. Hashim, mention it back one more time.
680-5999. 688-0036.
Just give them a call immediately. Book your tickets. And I'll see you there tomorrow. And I'll also see you there Sunday.
All right, Hashim.
Yeah, just before we go, let me just say thank you so much for our partners that really came on board supporting this competition. Thank you to Kaieteur Radio for always being supportive. Thank you, Josh, for accommodating me with a call. Sometimes not even a call, I just show up. I really appreciate the support you all have been giving us. Ladies and gentlemen, we just want to make sure that our young ladies are empowered. They're ready to represent us. They put in a lot of hard work, and it's time for us to celebrate them. Just before I run out too, Josh, if I can also say that this year celebrates the 31st year of Miss India Worldwide, and we have the distinct honor of having our guest of honor be the founder of Miss India Worldwide. His inaugural visit to Guyana will be this year. Mr. Dharmatma Saran is our guest of honor. He is the founder of the IFC, and so he will be here for the first time witnessing our competition. So it's huge. We have a lot happening, and we have so much to be thankful for. Guyana will be well represented, like they always, like we always are, and so this year will be no different.
All right. Thank you so much, and we look forward to greatness. Have a
Yeah,
great
and I
day.
just want to say thank you one last time to
No
not
problem.
just to you, but to Guyana, to Kaieteur Radio, to also having me, and then for Hashim and Mel for having me back for the pageant, and I can't wait to see everyone there.
No problem. You might have to be signing some autographs as you go outside, so put
Well,
on your best smile.
I'll walk with a pen.
As a
Thank
matter of fact,
everybody.
they're already at the door.
Correct. They're at the door. Stay with us, everybody. This is Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM.
हम तो जमाना भूल गए
हाँ तो सनम तेरी बाहों में आकर, हाँ तो सनम तेरी बाहों में आकर, होश में आना भूल गए।
तेरी कसम तेरी राहों में आकर हम तो जमाना भूल गए ना गजरे की धार ना मोतियों के हार ना कोई किया सिंगार फिर भी कितनी सुंदर हो तुम कितनी सुंदर हो ना गजरे की धार ना मोतियों के हार ना कोई किया सिंगार फिर भी कितनी सुंदर हो तुम कितनी सुंदर हो
मन में प्यार भरा और तन में प्यार भरा, जीवन में प्यार भरा, तुम तो मेरे प्रियवर हो, तुम ही तो मेरे प्रियवर हो।
मासूम चेहरे की क्या बात यार मासूम चेहरे की क्या बात यार हमको तो होने लगा है प्यार हमको तो होने लगा है प्यार
चारों तरफ है छाया खुमार, चारों तरफ है छाया खुमार, हमको तो होने लगा है प्यार।
हमको तो होने लगा है प्यार मुझे नींद न आए नींद न आए नींद न आए
मुझे चैन न आए, चैन न आए, चैन न
मुझे नींद न आए हो मुझे नींद न आए मुझे चैन न आए कोई जाए जरा ढूंढ के लाए न जाने कहाँ दिल खो गया न जाने कहाँ दिल खो गया न जाने कहाँ दिल खो गया न जाने कहाँ दिल खो गया
मुझे नींद न आए, मुझे चैन न आए, कोई जाए जरा ढूंढ के लाए, न जाने कहाँ दिल खो गया, न जाने कहाँ दिल खो गया, न जाने कहाँ दिल खो गया, न जाने कहाँ दिल खो गया।
से हुआ पर प्यार तो हुआ रे ओ दिलरुबा तूने दिल ले लिया रे हो तेरे से हुआ पर प्यार तो हुआ रे ओ दिलरुबा तूने दिल ले लिया रे हो दोस्ती से मिला है मुझे एक तोहफा प्यार का तेरी दोस्ती से मिला है मुझे एक तोहफा प्यार का है बदनसीबी हमारी सनम न मिल सका प्यार आपका तेरी दोस्ती से मिला है मुझे एक तोहफा प्यार का दोस्ती से मिला है मुझे एक तोहफा प्यार का तेरी दोस्ती से मिला है मुझे एक तोहफा प्यार का जब से मिले नैना तुमसे मिले नैना तड़प तड़प दिन बीते और जागी जागी रहना जब से मिले नैना तुमसे मिले नैना तड़प तड़प दिन बीते और जागी जागी रहना तेरी इसी अदा पे सनम मुझको तो प्यार आया हो तेरी इसी अदा पे सनम मुझको तो प्यार आया
गले से तूने लगाया गले से मेरे दिल को करार आया हो
तेरी इसी अदा पे सनम मुझको तो प्यार आया मैं एक चोर तू मेरी रानी मैं एक चोर तू मेरी रानी चोरी चोरी ले चला मैं तुमको तुमसे ही चुरा के मैं एक चोर तू मेरी रानी मैं एक चोर
चोर नहीं तू मेरा राजा मैं तेरी रानी तू मेरा राजा मैं तेरी रानी चल पड़ी मैं साथ तेरे सारी दुनिया को भुला के तू मेरा राजा मैं तेरी रानी तू मेरा राजा प्यार के बदले प्यार मिलेगा दिल के बदले दिलदार मिलेगा प्यार के बदले प्यार मिलेगा दिल के बदले दिलदार मिलेगा मेरी किस्मत में क्या है रब्बा मेरी किस्मत में क्या लिखा रब्बा ना जाने कैसा यार मिलेगा
प्यार के बदले प्यार मिलेगा दिल के बदले दिलदार मिलेगा प्यार के बदले प्यार मिलेगा दिल के बदले दिलदार मिलेगा ना जाने क्या हो गया है तुम्हें देख कर तुम्हें देख कर तुम्हें देख कर कुदरत ने बनाया होगा फुर्सत से तुझे मेरे यार कुदरत ने बनाया होगा फुर्सत से तुझे मेरे यार कितना हसीन चेहरा कितनी प्यारी आँखें कितना हसीन चेहरा कितनी प्यारी आँखें कितनी प्यारी आँखें हैं आँखों से छलकता प्यार कुदरत ने बनाया होगा फुर्सत से तुझे मेरे यार कुदरत ने बनाया होगा फुर्सत से तुझे मेरे यार हो, 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 सूरज कब दूर गगन से चंदा कब दूर किरण से खुशबू कब दूर पवन से कब दूर बहार चमन से
ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है जन्मों का संगम है
ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है जन्मों का संगम है
बरसों के बाद आई मुझको याद एक बात बरसों के बाद आई मुझको याद एक बात तेरे बिन नहीं गुजरे दिन तेरे बिन नहीं गुजरे रात तेरे बिन नहीं गुजरे दिन तेरे बिन नहीं गुजरे रात
My youth, what's poppin'?
Well, I would like to ask GPL myself this morning.
What happened to you in GPL now?
Well, I don't know, the power is gone.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
What do you mean? Oh, really?
Well, GPL probably sending you your message.
About?
Hashtag get a generator.
Ah, okay. Good morning to everyone listening in.
You there?
Sorry?
I just want to make sure you're there. So it is Zay, believe it or believe it not.
Wow. Already?
Yep. What's the plan for today?
Well, looks like there won't be much of a plan since there is no current. I believe today is probably maintenance day, so it might be all day.
Well, excuse me. National Grade 6 exam comes out today at 11 o'clock, so we look forward to see what's going to happen there today. Tomorrow is that big beginning of that big Miss Teen and Mrs. India pageant happens tomorrow. And then you have the grand coronation on Sunday. Anything has happened that we might be forgetting over this weekend?
Not that I can recall at the moment.
Well, I think school closes tomorrow officially. So that big August vacation begins. So yeah, the kids are going to be home.
All right. I know they're looking forward to it, but I know that the mommies and daddies are going to go crazy.
Well, they already went crazy when the teacher was on that strike, so they can go crazy again now.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be lots of summer school happening, lots of activity. I see lots of businesses advertising activities for kids. I saw one of them doing etiquette training and a whole bunch of stuff. So get your kids involved in stuff that's going to be useful for them.
All right, do check them out, and if they're home with you, just make sure you got a pain tablet or two.
No, man, all them kids is not bad.
Well, we continue the great music on Thursday. We hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Unfortunately, Buddy Pal is in blackout, so we hope that GPL is going to be friendly to her when the lights comes on back soon.
All right.
Let's see, what else? Don't you go anywhere.
भीड़ में तन्हाई में प्यास की गहराई में दर्द में रुसवाई में मुझे तुम याद आते हो मुझे तुम याद आते हो सारी दुनिया से तुमने ऐसी बात कही दिल मेरा खो गया न जाने कब प्यार हो गया सनम इकरार हो गया न जाने कब प्यार हो गया सनम इकरार हो गया
बरसात हो रही है
बरसात होने दे
बरसात हो रही है
बरसात होने दे जो अब तक हुई ना वही बात होने दे
बरसात हो रही है
बरसात होने दे
बरसात हो रही है
बरसात होने दे तेरे दर पर सनम चले आए तू न आया तो हम चले आए तेरे दर पर सनम चले आए तू न आया तो हम चले आए चले आए चले आए तेरे दर पर सनम चले आए तू न आया तो हम चले आए इस तरह आशिकी का असर छोड़ जाऊंगा 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 तेरे चेहरे पे अपनी नजर छोड़ जाऊंगा तेरे चेहरे पे अपनी नजर छोड़ जाऊंगा इस तरह आशिकी का असर छोड़ जाऊंगा इस तरह आशिकी का असर छोड़ जाऊंगा तेरे चेहरे पे अपनी नजर छोड़ जाऊंगा तेरे चेहरे पे अपनी नजर छोड़ जाऊंगा आने वाला कल एक सपना है गुजरा हुआ कल बस अपना है आने वाला कल एक सपना है गुजरा हुआ कल बस अपना है हम गुजरे कल में रहते हैं यादों के सब जुगनू जंगल में रहते हैं यादों के सब जुगनू जंगल में रहते हैं आने वाला कल एक सपना है गुजरा हुआ कल बस अपना है
GCOM is currently conducting a claims and objections exercise to produce an official list of electors, OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all of the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check if you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you are 18 years or over by June 30, 2024, and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. If you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE, you are required to apply for registration if your name is not in the PLE, apply for a transfer if you have changed your address since you were registered, apply for a name change if you have changed your name, or apply for a correction if your registration particulars are incorrect. Any person whose information on the PLE is incorrect can apply for such information to be changed or corrected. Any person applying for a change or correction to his or her particulars must provide the relevant original source document, birth certificate and deed poll for a name change by deed poll, marriage certificate and ID card for a name change by marriage, divorce absolute in the case of a woman who is desirous of reverting to her maiden name from her married name, birth certificate, adoption or naturalization certificate for correction of minor clerical errors. Visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to conduct any of those transactions. The claims aspect of this exercise will end on Monday, July 15, 2024. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0278-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
With your news in capsule, I'm Kevin Smith. Guyana could have gained $1.8 billion in windfall taxes from the massive profits recorded by ExxonMobil and its partners in the Stabroek Block last year. The excess income generated as a result of higher oil prices is referred to as windfall revenue. Oil-producing countries around the world have applied taxes to the huge windfall profits being earned by petroleum companies. But policymakers in Guyana are adamant against the introduction of such fiscal regulations here. Meanwhile, Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Lall on Tuesday evening disclosed that he is still to write the United States Department of the Treasury for information on the sanctions imposed on two Guyanese businessmen as well as a government official. And leader of the PNCR, Aubrey Norton, has stated that his party is strong enough to contest the 2025 general and regional elections alone if they have to. Norton was asked if the PNCR was considering going to the polls without its coalition partners. He was recently re-elected as leader of the PNCR. The PNCR is the largest party of the APNU, which is made up of other small parties. And the government, through the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development, will be building a health post at Martin Landing, Middle Mazaruni, Region 7, to the tune of $39.7 million. According to information obtained from NPTAB, is that following the competitive bidding process, contractor LS Contracting Services was awarded a $39 million contract. We understand that the construction of the facility in the mining community is expected to take some 4 months and will provide the basic medical services needed for residents there.
Experience more than award-winning speed. Get the best that LTE has to offer on Digicel, officially the fastest mobile network in Guyana. Ookla, the company behind Speedtest, recognizes Digicel as the best mobile network in Guyana. With the best LTE experience and the fastest data speeds, experience it all with Digicel. Better together.
आज पहली बार दिल की बात की है आज पहली बार दिल की बात की है
अब तक मैं चुप रहती थी तुझसे कुछ नहीं कहती थी कब से मैं दीवानी थी खुद से भी बेगानी थी हमने कई बार मुलाकात की
सपनों में तू माने ना माने है तू ही मेरे अपनों में मेरा एक सपना है कि देखूं तुझे सपनों में तू माने ना माने है तू ही मेरे अपनों में ओ धड़कन सा चलता है ये कैसा रिश्ता है
मेरा एक सपना है कि देखूं तुझे सपनों में तू माने ना माने है तू ही मेरे अपनों में नींदों में हंसती हूँ ख्वाबों में उड़ती हूँ
मेरा एक सपना है कि देखो तुझे सपनों में तू माने ना माने है तू ही मेरे अपनों में
पहली बार साजन की आँखों में प्यार देखा है पहली बार साजन की आँखों में प्यार अब जाके आया मेरे बेचैन दिल को करार
दिल भर तुझे मिलने को कब से था मैं बेकरार अब जाके आया मेरे बेचैन दिल को करार
देखा है पहली बार साजन की आँखों में प्यार
पायलिया हो पायलिया हो तेरी पायलिया शोर मचाए नींद चुराए होश उड़ाए मुझको पास बुलाए और अब्बा हो
पायलिया हो पायलिया पायलिया गीत सुनाए सरगम गाए प्रीत जगाए तुझको पास बुलाए रब्बा हो
पायलिया हो अरे भोली सी सूरत आंखों में मस्ती दूर खड़ी शर्माए आए हाय एक झलक दिखलाए कभी कभी आंचल में छुप जाए आए हाय मेरी नजर से तुम देखो तो यार नजर वो आए भोली सी सूरत आंखों में मस्ती दूर खड़ी शर्माए आए हाय एक झलक दिखलाए कभी कभी आंचल में छुप जाए आए हाय मेरी नजर से तुम देखो तो यार नजर वो आए भोली सी सूरत आंखों में मस्ती आए हाय हमें तुमसे प्यार हो गया चुपके चुपके दिल हमारा खो गया चुपके चुपके
हमें तुमसे प्यार हो गया चुपके चुपके दिल हमारा खो गया चुपके चुपके
दिल तुम्हें दे दिया चुपके चुपके दिल हमने ले लिया चुपके चुपके
दिल तुम्हें दे दिया चुपके चुपके दिल हमने ले लिया चुपके चुपके
ओ दिलरुबा सोनी मेरी तमन्ना झूठ नहीं है मेरा प्यार दीवाने से हो गई गलती जाने दो यार I love you तुझसे क्या चोरी है 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 तेरी आँखों की मस्ती मेरी कमजोरी है तेरी आँखों की मस्ती मेरी कमजोरी है
तुझसे क्या चोरी है तुझसे क्या चोरी है हाँ तुझसे क्या चोरी है तुझसे क्या चोरी है तुझसे क्या चोरी है तेरे हाथों में मेरे सपनों की डोरी है तेरे हाथों में मेरे सपनों की डोरी है
राजा को रानी से प्यार हो गया पहली नजर में पहला प्यार हो गया दिल जीकर दोनों घायल हुए तेरे नजर दिल के पार हो गया
राजा को रानी से प्यार हो गया पहली नजर में पहला प्यार हो गया दिल जिगर दोनों घायल हुए तेरी नजर दिल के पार हो गया
राजा को रानी से प्यार हो गया
राजा को रानी से प्यार हो गया
दोस्तों आज कॉलेज का आखिरी दिन है और आने वाली जिंदगी के लिए सभी ने कुछ न कुछ सोच रखा है लेकिन मैंने अपने लिए कुछ नहीं सोचा है No, really, I mean it. और आज मुझे बार बार एक ही ख्याल आ रहा है
पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा बेटा हमारा ऐसा काम करेगा मगर ये तो कोई न जाने कि मेरी मंजिल है कहाँ पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा बेटा हमारा ऐसा काम करेगा मगर ये चले जाए हम आ कहीं दूर चले जाए हम दूर इतना कि हमें छू न सके कोई गम
आ कहीं दूर चले जाए हम आ कहीं दूर चले जाए हम दूर इतना कि हमें छू न सके कोई गम
आ कहीं दूर चले जाए हम दो दिल मिल रहे हैं दो दिल मिल रहे हैं मगर चुपके चुपके दो दिल मिल रहे हैं मगर चुपके चुपके सबको हो रही है हाँ सबको हो रही है खबर चुपके चुपके ओ दो दिल मिल रहे हैं मगर चुपके चुपके एक बात बताऊं
बताओ
तेरे पास मैं आऊं
आ जाओ
एक बात बताऊं
बताओ
तेरे पास मैं आऊं
आ जाओ
जब से तुझको देखा तेरी यादों में खो गया दिल तेरा दीवाना हो गया दिल तेरा दीवाना हो गया
एक बात बताओ
बताओ
तेरे पास मैं आऊं
आ जाओ
जब से तुझको देखा तेरी यादों में खो गई मुझे तुझसे मोहब्बत हो गई मुझे तुझसे मोहब्बत हो गई
चूड़ी बजी है कहीं दूर छन 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 कंगना बजा है कहीं दूर खन 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 हो चूड़ी बजी है कहीं दूर छन 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 कंगना बजा है कहीं दूर खन 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 ये तेरा गजरा ये तेरा गजरा लुटा दूं आज इस पे तन मन धन हो चूड़ी बजी है कहीं दूर छन 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 कंगना बजा है कहीं दूर खन 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 धीरे धीरे आप मेरे दिल के मेहमान हो गए धीरे धीरे आप मेरे दिल के मेहमान हो गए पहले जा फिर जाना फिर जाने जाना हो गए
धीरे धीरे आप मेरे दिल के मेहमान हो गए
ये दिल हंसने लगा।
एक लड़की है हाय, एक लड़का है हाय। एक लड़की है हाय, एक लड़का है हाय। छुप छुप के मिलते हैं, क्या बातें करते हैं। सारे शहर ये जाने हम प्रेम दीवाने, हमें डर नहीं दुनिया का।
हम प्यार के दीवाने, बस दिल की बात माने रे। एक लड़की है एक लड़का है, छुप छुप के मिलते हैं, क्या बातें करते हैं। सारा शहर ये जाने हम प्रेम दीवाने, हमें डर नहीं दुनिया का।
हम प्यार के दीवाने, बस दिल की बात माने रे।
एक लड़की है
एक लड़का है हाय। चुगलक चुम 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 ना ना ना, चुगलक चुम चुम हे हे हे। चुगलक चुम चुम ना ना ना, चुगलक चुम चुम हे हे हे। प्यार नहीं करना जहान सारा कहता है, कोई कुछ कर ले ये प्यार होके रहता है।
हाँ प्यार नहीं करना जहान सारा कहता है, कोई कुछ कर ले ये प्यार होके रहता है।
आँख लड़ जाती है, नींद उड़ जाती है, आग लग जाती है, हाय मजबूर होके दिल देना ही पैंदा है, गम लेना ही पैंदा है। दिल देना ही पैंदा है, गम लेना ही पैंदा है। हाँ जी हाँ। चंचल हवाओं से खुशबू मोहब्बत की क्या कह रही है ये, सुन लो सनम। हे हक्का यल्ला ये लो, हक्का यल्ला ये लो।
पूछो ना कैसा मजा आ रहा है, पूछो ना कैसा मजा आ रहा है। संग मेरे तू है, संग मेरे है जहां, मस्ती में दिल गा रहा है।
संग मेरे तू है, संग मेरे है जहां, मस्ती में दिल गा रहा है।
पूछो ना कैसा मजा आ रहा है। नीले नीले अंबर पे चांद का पहरा, हंसता हुआ देखूं साजन तेरा चेहरा। नीले नीले अंबर पे चांद का पहरा, हंसता हुआ देखूं साजन तेरा चेहरा। कोई ना तुम सा है ओ मेरे साथिया, कोई ना तुम सा है ओ मेरे साथिया। नीले नीले अंबर पे चांद का पहरा, हंसता हुआ देखूं साजन तेरा चेहरा। नीले नीले अंबर पे चांद का पहरा, हंसता हुआ देखूं साजन तेरा चेहरा, कोई ना तुम सा है ओ मेरे साथिया।
नीले नीले अंबर पे चांद का पहरा, हंसता हुआ देखूं साजन तेरा चेहरा, कोई ना तुम सा है साथिया।
नीले नीले अंबर पे चांद का पहरा, हंसता हुआ देखूं साजन तेरा चेहरा।
तुम आए तो आया मुझे याद, गली में आज चांद निकला। तुम आए तो आया मुझे याद, गली में आज चांद निकला। जाने कितने दिनों के बाद गली में आज चांद निकला। जाने कितने दिनों के बाद गली में आज चांद निकला। गली में आज चांद निकला। गली में आज चांद निकला। तुम आए तो आया मुझे याद, गली में आज चांद निकला। जाने कितने दिनों के बाद गली में आज चांद निकला। जाने कितने दिनों के बाद गली में आज चांद निकला। गली में आज चांद निकला। गली में आज चांद निकला। तुम आए तो आया मुझे याद, गली में आज चांद निकला।
ऐ मेरे हम सफर एक जरा इंतजार, सुन सदाएं दे रही है मंजिल प्यार की। ऐ मेरे हम सफर एक जरा इंतजार, सुन सदा दे रही है मंजिल प्यार की। अब है जुदाई का मौसम, दो पल का मेहमान, कैसे न जाएगा अंधेरा, क्यों न थमेगा तूफान।
अब है जुदाई का मौसम,
Yo, rude boy, don't say anything. Skyline has some Oscar, see Dr. Alex.
कैसे न जाएगा
देखा जो तुमको ये दिल को क्या हुआ है मेरी धड़कनों पे ये छाया क्या नशा है
देखा जो तुमको ये दिल को क्या हुआ है मेरी धड़कनों पे ये छाया क्या नशा है
मोहब्बत हो ना जाए दीवाना खो ना जाए संभालूं कैसे इसको मुझे तो बता देखा जो तुमको ये दिल को क्या हुआ है
मेरी धड़कनों पे ये छाया क्या नशा है
तू जहाँ भी जाएगी तू जहाँ भी जाएगी तेरे पीछे पीछे मैं आऊंगा I love you my angel तुझे कभी ना मैं भुलाऊंगा I love you my angel तुझे कभी ना मैं भुलाऊंगा तू जहाँ भी जाएगी तू जहाँ भी जाएगी तेरे पीछे पीछे मैं आऊंगा I love you my angel तुझे कभी ना मैं भुलाऊंगा I love you my angel तुझे कभी ना मैं भुलाऊंगा
कितनी बेचैन होके तुमसे मिली कितनी बेचैन होके तुमसे मिली तुमको क्या थी खबर थी मैं कितनी
कितना बेचैन होके तुमसे मिला कितना बेचैन होके तुमसे मिला तुमको क्या थी खबर था मैं कितना अकेला हम यार हैं तुम्हारे दिलदार हैं तुम्हारे हमसे मिला करो हमसे मिला करो हम यार हैं तुम्हारे करो, हमसे मिला करो, हम यार हैं तुम्हारे, दिलदार हैं तुम्हारे, हमसे मिला करो, हमसे मिला करो। कोई शिकवा अगर हो और शिकायत अगर हो, हमसे गिला करो, हमसे गिला करो। जा मैंने भी प्यार किया है, हाँ मैंने भी प्यार किया है।
हम प्यार है तुम्हारे, दिलदार है तुम्हारे, हमसे मिला करो, हमसे मिला करो। कोई शिकवा अगर हो और शिकायत अगर हो, हमसे गिला करो, हमसे गिला करो।
चाहे जुबां से कुछ ना कहो ऐ मेरे सनम, चाहे जुबां से कुछ ना कहो ऐ मेरे सनम। आंखें तो कह रही है तुम्हें मुझसे प्यार है, आंखें तो कह रही है तुम्हें मुझसे प्यार है।
चाहे जुबां से कुछ ना कहो ऐ मेरे सनम, आँखें तो कह रही है तुम्हें मुझसे प्यार है, आँखें तो कह रही है तुम्हें मुझसे प्यार है।
जिंदगी एक अजब मोड़ पे आ खड़ी थी, जिंदगी एक अजब मोड़ पे आ खड़ी थी, और तुम आए, और तुम आए, और तुम आए, और तुम आए। हर खुशी साथ मेरा छोड़ कर जा रही थी, और तुम आए, और तुम आए, और तुम आए, और तुम आए। जो मेरी रूह को चैन दे, प्यार दे, वो खुशी बन गए हो तुम, जिंदगी बन गए हो तुम, जिंदगी बन गए हो तुम।
जो मेरी रूह को चैन दे, प्यार दे, वो खुशी बन गए हो तुम, जिंदगी बन गए हो तुम, जिंदगी बन गए हो तुम।
तेरा मेरा दिल, मेरा तेरा दिल, दोनों गए मिल तो कहने लगा दिल, अब ये धड़कन खोने लगी है, क्या हम करें, हमको मोहब्बत चेहरा उस पे रहे हर पल मेरी उस पे रहे हर पल मेरी इन आँखों का पहरा एक मासूम सा चेहरा हो एक मासूम सा चेहरा हो एक मासूम सा चेहरा वादा रहा प्यार से प्यार का अब हम न होंगे जुदा वादा रहा प्यार से प्यार का अब हम न होंगे जुदा ये मेरी धड़कने सुन रहा है खुदा
चाहे तुम्हें किस कदर मेरा दिल तुमको नहीं है पता ये मेरी धड़कने सुन रहा है खुदा
हम तुम्हारे हैं तुम्हारे सनम हम तुम्हारे हैं तुम्हारे सनम
That's where we got to pull the curtains down on today's edition of SKP. My youth, my youth. My youth.
Hello.
We've got to say tata bye-bye.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for listening in. Join us tomorrow. You know we're bringing the chutney land to you tomorrow. And we hope that you have a great day.
Stay good, be wise, and be
Bye-bye.
extra cheerful. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye, everyone.
हम तुम्हारे हैं तुम्हारे सनम
Let me tell you now, if you're looking to whip up a culinary storm, then check out our friends over there at M&L Distributors Inc. They've got the wide range of Patak's curry paste, Blue Dragon sauces to tantalize your taste bud. And so if you're looking to whip up that culinary storm, definitely check out our friends over there at Nerva's Superstore. We also got to tell you this morning that if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the errands, check out our friends over there at Nerva's Superstore. They're located there at the corners of Craig and Sheriff Street. They're the one-stop shop where the amazing deals never stop. Do check them out. Do give them a call on 227-5771. They're friendly staff with unbeatable prices. You can find everything you need under one roof at Nerva's Superstore. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like Buddy Powell mentioned, be good to yourself. And remember, when thinking health, you should think about Smart 8 24-hour pharmacy. Do check them out. Check out their two locations. Their 24 hours location, that's in Sarwan Street in Eccles. Or if you're in the Kitty area, you can definitely check out their 207 Bar Street Kitty. On the east coast of Demerara, check out their Lot 1 Belmont Mahaika. They're opening Monday to Saturday from 7:30 to 5 p.m. You can give them that call on 609-4931 or 604-7479. Smart 8 24-hour pharmacy, here to serve you day or a night. Stay with us, everybody, right here on Kaieteur Radio. The news comes up in just a bit.
GCOM is currently conducting a claims and objections exercise to produce an official list of electors, OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all of the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check if you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you are 18 years or over by June 30, 2024, and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. If you are eligible for inclusion institution in the OLE, you are required to apply for registration if your name is not in the PLE, apply for a transfer if you have changed your address since you were registered, apply for a name change if you have changed your name, or apply for a correction if your registration particulars are incorrect. Any person whose information on the PLE is incorrect can apply for such information to be changed or corrected. Any person applying for a change or correction to his or her particulars must provide the relevant original source document, birth certificate and deed poll for a name change by deed poll, marriage certificate and ID card for a name change by marriage, divorce absolute in the case of a woman who is desirous of reverting to her maiden name from her married name, birth certificate, adoption or naturalization certificate for correction of minor clerical errors. Visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to conduct any of those transactions. The claims aspect of this exercise will end on Monday, July 15, 2024. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0278-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Secure your peace of mind with Sheriff Security Services. Our top-rated alarm systems stand out with around-the-clock monitoring and expert tech support. Get started with our comprehensive home package featuring door and window sensors, a motion detector, and a loud siren, all installed free in the Georgetown area. Upgrade to control your security from anywhere with our advanced app. And for your vehicle, our GPS tracker installation offers real-time tracking and remote engine shutdown capabilities. Visit Sheriff Alarms today and see why our solutions are the trusted choice for homes and businesses across Guyana. Peace of mind guaranteed. Call us now at 231-0505 or 614-0505.
Hello, Ansa Motors. Yes, sir. The Suzuki XL7 is on sale. Hello, Ansa Motors. Yes, ma'am. Suzuki Ciaz and Belino, they're both on sale.
The big Suzuki sale is on right now. Prices are slashed. The 7-seater XL7, the classy and sophisticated Ciaz, and the elegant and powerful Belino. Visit the Ansa Motors showroom in BV or call 592-220-0930.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Bill and Kevin Smith. Guyana could have gained $1.8 billion in windfall taxes from the massive profits recorded by ExxonMobil and its partners in the Stabroek Block last year. The excess income generated as a result of higher oil prices is referred to as windfall revenue. Oil-producing countries around the world have applied taxes to the huge windfall profits being earned by petroleum companies. But policymakers in Guyana are adamant against the introduction of such fiscal regulations here. Meanwhile, Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Lall on Tuesday evening disclosed that he is still to write the United States Department of the Treasury for information on the sanctions imposed on 2 Guyanese businessmen as well as a government official. And leader of the PNCR, Aubrey Norton, has stated that his party is strong enough to contest the 2025 general and regional elections alone if they have to. Norton was asked if the PNCR was considering going to the polls without its coalition partners. He was recently re-elected as leader of the PNCR. The PNCR is the largest party of the APNU, which is made up of other small parties. And the government, through the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development, will be building a health post at Martin Landing, Middle Mazaruni, Region 7, to the tune of $39.7 million. According to information obtained from NPTAB, is that following the competitive bidding process, contractor LS Contracting Services was awarded a $39 million contract. We understand that the construction of the facility in the mining community is expected to take some 4 months and will provide the basic medical services needed for residents there.
Commission GCOM is currently conducting. The Guyana Elections Commission GCOM is currently conducting a claims and objections exercise to produce an official list of electors OLE. If you became 18 years or over by June 30th, 2024, and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors PLE in all of the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check if you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you have changed your address since you were registered, you need to visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your new area of residence to apply for a transfer. Monday, 15 July 2024 is the last day you can apply for a transfer during this exercise. For further information, contact GCOM at 225-0278-9, 226-65578 or 9, 223-9650, or visit our website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Guyana, join me on the Lall Show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:20 p.m. and a rebroadcast at 11 a.m. The Lall Show only on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM.
And let me say thank you so much for spending this hour with me every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Even if I'm not here, you guys still have information to listen to. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's really great when you walk around this country and talk to people how much they're learning. It makes me feel great. So let's get going with tonight's program. A friend said to me last night, mental slavery is the worst form of slavery. He said it gives you the illusion of freedom. It makes you trust, love, and defend your oppressors while making those who are trying to free you or open your eyes the enemy. Like that, Josh? Very sweet, that guy told me, you know. You didn't hear me just now, Uncle. People like Lall and others who are trying to shine the light on the looting and wholesale thievery going on in this beloved country, Guyana, is fast becoming the enemy in Guyana today. 31 years in this news business, trying to inform and educate the nation with the never-ending, never done, ongoing corruption has made me an enemy of the people running the country and the people who want to run the country. When politicians see me, they see Jumbie. They see a nightmare. It's true, Uncle. If I go anywhere and politicians are present, they suddenly become uncomfortable, itchy. Their eyes are all over. I see it all the time. In their warped mind, they believe and behave as if Lall is a criminal. Just listen to the mouthpiece of the government, Barajagdeo. Every week, if he doesn't call my name to put me down as if I am a madman, a fool, or an idiot, he can't sleep well at nights. If he doesn't do that, he doesn't sleep, Uncle. Talk about oil and our resources in Guyana. Question them about ExxonMobil and you become a criminal, Josh. Yes. They have created the problems and now acting like the victim. You know, Josh, any one of them who acts like that? Uncle, you know anybody who acts like that? You just see them. You just see them every week at their press conferences. They are the ones creating the problems in Guyana, and then they go on their press conferences and act like the victims. Look, yesterday, Kaieteur News reported Exxon wants approval for a 7th oil project. This 7th oil project is adding more US billions to the table, or in the bucket, I should say, that will shorten our profits for a longer time. And if you question them on this, or ask Jagdev about it, he will act like a victim. Well, more profits will bring in more projects will bring in more money to Guyana. That's his tune. He has been singing project after project. As fast as you empty the bucket with the billions of expenses, Uncle, Jagdev allowing Exxon to fill back the bucket with more billions in expenses. Yes. This is the con game going on in Guyana with ExxonMobil. When you feel you don't pay out for Liza 1, Liza 2, and Liza 3, which we already did, and money will be coming into Guyana by the billions, the leaders of Guyana allowing Exxon to fill back the bucket with. This is the biggest con game going on in the oil sector today. This is what they have done to several third world countries that is producing oil. They sort out the leaders, and the leaders sorting out them. You understand what I'm saying there? By now, Uncle, this country should have been collecting more than 5 billion US a year from Liza 1, 2, and 3 that is currently producing oil in this country. But the way they set up this arrangement, this game plan, Guyana will only get a 1 point something billion from these 3 projects because they keep on adding new projects that comes with bigger US billions as expenses. So it's a never done story we have to live with. And we will live with this maybe until the oil is finished. When the oil in Liza 1, 2, and 3 done, and they start pumping in 4, 5, and 6, is the same Nancy story we're going to be hearing, or we would be going through. Then we'll add more and more billions from the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, the 12th, the 15th oil projects to keep the cash register ringing, and the money we owe will become bigger. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. They're adding more projects with more billions on our back. And as fast as we pay off this one, more coming. Guyana can never become rich with this kind of arrangement. And all this, Uncle, is because of one thing. 2 words. Ring fencing. Ring fencing these oil projects. If we ring fence them, man, they could give them 50 projects. They could give them 60 projects. And money will be coming in big time. But they're not doing that. And they're handing the projects with billions upon billions of US dollars, keep on adding in the bucket as expenses. The leaders don't want to hear those 2 words, ring fence. Those words even become worse than that word, renegotiation. You don't have to renegotiate to put the ring fence provision in place, Uncle. And let me give you a little quick thing again. Let me remind you. Brain, what is ring fencing? your neighbor chickens eating your chicken feed, and you're not putting a fence to stop that. Why you not doing that, uncle? Yeah. Somebody got a special secret connection with them, with a neighbor and their family. Oh. Why they're not doing this, uncle, I don't know. I really don't know. Why Barra Jagdeo and Norton them not putting this fence around these oil projects, Glenn Lall doesn't know. Maybe they have some secret going on between them and ExxonMobil, that they are not stopping Exxon from eating Guyana oil profits every single day. Exxon eating up your profits so glaringly, uncle, and Jagdeo giving them more and more projects for them to eat more. Are you help me understand this thing? You guys will be hearing this over and over in your head from this mouth, you know, uncle. Because that is the only thing that can make us rich without renegotiating the contract. And they are not doing it. Uncle and auntie, these oil projects is a sickness. Just think of a sick man who got to the hospital to remove one tumor from his body. That tumor empty his bank account. And when you think he done with that tumor, so he can go back to work and make back the money, the crooked doctor send the man a letter and tell him how he got to come back. He got another tumor in his neck. Now he got to go borrow money to pay the doctor to remove that one. And as soon as he go home, they call him again. You got another one, and another one, and another one. So he live in the hospital, piling up debts after debts on his home, while the doctor getting richer after he. That's how simple I can make this story. With ExxonMobil and Guyana, uncle. Guyana oil is filling Exxon pocket. Every time you think you're going to collect big money, they're throwing another project at you. And because of no ring fencing, and the leaders not checking the project cost, Exxon keeps on increasing project after project, adding billions upon billions on Guyana's back. Let me give you guys an example, uncle. Liza 1 project cost was $3.7 billion. Exxon realized that these pushovers we have as leaders not checking, not questioning the project costs, so them decide to help themselves on Liza 2. You know how much they move Liza 2 to, uncle? From 3.7 for the first one to 6 billion for the second one. Again, nobody questioned that. So the third project, Exxon just had jack up the price to 9 billion US. The fourth project went to 10 billion US. The fifth oil project moved to 12.7 billion US. The sixth, that one me 13 billion US. Nobody questioning, Josh. Nobody questioning. So the people hammering Guyana. Come on, man, uncle. A man cleans your yard and tell your wife 10,000 and she pay it without a question asked. Then the next week he come back and clean the yard and he tell your wife 15,000 and she pay without asking anything. The third week he come back, he clean, he said 20,000. And she not saying anything. You know, see what a man going to do to your wife? Huh? He can carry the price to $30,000, $40,000 a week, and she will pay. This is what is going on. This is what is going on, uncle, with the oil projects. Or you think she and the cleaner man got something going? To be paying without checking. Because that is what's going on in Guyana here today, with ExxonMobil in Guyana. They keep jacking up these prices, and your leader's not saying anything. Maybe they got some special relationship that we don't know about. What you say, Auntie? That's the politicians in Guyana versus ExxonMobil with these oil projects. Not a question. Nobody hinging. So Exxon is having Christmas every day, adding bills by the billions of US on our backs. While our world-class politicians we have running to the international bank, taking loans year after year to run the country. Let me give you guys another example, which was reported last week. I shouldn't say last week, it was reported last year, not last week. Exxon by Lisa Unity. You know the floating ship, uncle? Yeah. They used to rent that ship from a Dutch company. And them going to buy Lisa Destiny too. They buy out that one. Now they're going to buy Lisa Destiny. If I ain't lie, they must be done by the one to Joshua. Why you think they're buying out these floating ships, uncle? Them know that Guyana not questioning the rental costs. You hear that? And if nobody checking the rental costs, and them can milk Guyana for themselves, why give it to a Dutch company? So they're buying out the ships now, kicking out the middleman, so them own it. Them own it, charge Guyana whatever they feel like, and take it out from real money. You hear that? All this going on in this country, man. And the people are here staying in your finger for, clapping their hands. Joshua, this is not little money I'm talking about here, you know, brother. One of them floating ship is worth more than what Guyana just collect from royalty and profit when the year come. That's how expensive they are. Exxon can afford to buy them so quickly. Is where you think they're getting the money from, Josh? Where you think they're getting the money to buy them out so quickly, uncle? Our oil money. Them thieving to buy the boats. Yes. What do you think they're buying the boats for? To rob us more. Why if I am in charge, I would allow a stranger to collect money when I could buy over the minibus and do the work myself, or the truck for do the work myself? Because I can put a price and I can pay myself. Guyana not questioning. Ask Jack Dale to show you the cost when they were paying the Dutch company versus what they're paying ExxonMobil today. And he will become offended. How dare you ask me such a question? And he would even tell us, didn't you check the financials? And if you didn't check it, go ask ExxonMobil themselves how much they charge in Guyana. That's his attitude when he doesn't want to answer a question. You know that, Josh? That's exactly what he will do. Uncle, the conman, ExxonMobil see Guyana not checking. Guyana just accepting bills, like them heading good. So, he take it over to hand us bigger bills. You remember, Joshua? This same Jagdeo, they tell us how Exxon ain't got money to invest in these oil projects. He said how money hard for Barra these days in the oil industry. But ExxonMobil can find money to buy over floating ship to rent back to Guyana. How you like that one, man? I'm going to ask Jagdev a question and I'm going to play his answer for you, uncle. When you think about what the government and the opposition doing to this country with ExxonMobil, uncle, it only left you to hold your head and bawl because there's no hope in sight with these people managing this oil sector. Not even a bolt and nut is right in this oil sector business, uncle. All we are witnessing today in Guyana is whoever exposed these scampishness becomes the target. Yes, that's all you hear about. Talk about these things, man. Lall is one of the biggest enemies in this country. Guyana reached at a stage, if you talk about renegotiation, you become a target. You talk about ring fencing the oil projects, you become a bigger enemy. You talk about putting our own meters at the pump, talk about interest rates, full protection from an oil spill. They try to make you into an enemy of the state. I better don't be surprised if they pass law that says you can't talk nothing about ExxonMobil in this country. I am kind of envisioning something like that. Exxon can boast every single day, but we must not say anything. Today, in today's Kaieteur News, uncle, we reported a senior ExxonMobil executive working in Guyana. Joshua, put up the front page, let him see it online. See it. Working in Guyana with ExxonMobil. The man said, Stabroek Block is one in a lifetime world-class asset. You didn't hear what I said, Josh? Never in the history of mankind, any oil company has discovered oil like what we have discovered in Guyana. And Exxon is so proud that every couple morning, one of their top men and women would repeat these bhajans. Yes, I call it bhajans, uncle, because it's getting to become like a song in my head. How Guyana is a heaven for them. Exxon don't have to pray anymore. They have discovered paradise in this land, which God Almighty has blessed me and you with. Them find paradise in Guyana. And you and I living in Kaieteur. You got debt on your back, and now they're packing more debt on your head. If you open your hand to pray, it's more debt you're looking at in the country of paradise, according to ExxonMobil. all the oil experts in the world agree that Guyana is the best and richest place on earth today. And I agree with them too. But the best and richest for who, uncle and auntie? For who, Josh? Not ring fencing the oil projects. You're going to get rich. Not renegotiating that dirty, stinking 2% contract. Oh, you're going to get rich. Not checking the inflated bills. Man, this thing's really sick my soul, you know. You have a government not checking the people bills in a 50-50 partnership business. Eh? That's how Guyana will get rich, uncle. These are all simple questions. Simple questions. Oh my gosh. And when they do check the bills, them hiding the reports from the nation. Is this how Guyana will get rich, uncle and auntie? Man, I used to love Guyana, but now I'm getting to love my leaders, Joshua. You know, I see today, or I should say yesterday, the AFC get a new leadership. Nigel Hughes won the election and took over from Kemraj Ramjatan. Uncle and auntie, just before becoming the leader, a couple days prior to that, when he was asked about renegotiation of the oil contract, he said, Exxon is his client, so he can't talk. When I hear this thing, I said, my God, help me. Help me and help Guyana. In an interview days before Nigel Hughes become leader of the AFC, he was asked about renegotiation of the oil contract. And the man tell the interviewer, David Hines, that Exxon is his client and he can't talk. Well, auntie, if Exxon is his client, then what me and you will become if we were to vote for him? Joshua, answer the question for me. If Exxon is his client and he can't talk, and you and I vote for him, then where do we stand in his priority as leader of the AFC? Whose interest comes first? We who vote for him or ExxonMobil? Are you see? Are you notice what trouble this country in? Moving from the leaders in the PPP who is telling us they will not renegotiate the contract, although they had said they would. The PNC with Aubrey Norton, who doesn't even want to hear the word renegotiation. Now to the AFC with Nigel Hughes at the head, saying he can't talk about Exxon till he become president. I only wish, uncle, I only wish, auntie, I could do much, much more to help you. This country is moving from disaster to disaster, from one crisis to another crisis, and from one leadership wake house to the next wake house. Yes, it's like one tragedy after another tragedy. If I was to raise my hand and said tonight, I running for president come 2025, and that I will bring the best oil exports and have this contract change, I wouldn't give me a vote. But I will go back. I will go again and stain that finger for those leaders who can't even make up their minds whether to stand or sit, whether to speak or shut up where this oil contract is concerned. Tell me, Auntie, how can this country see its way? How can anyone of you see a life when you have leaders who dance in reggae when chutney music playing and telling you it's gospel music? Let me repeat. We are not in trouble. We are in a deep pile of dark poo-poo. That's what these leaders put in Guyana and all of us in. Let me share this story with you. A couple weeks back, the editor of the Financial Times, one of the most respected financial media houses in the world, visited Guyana. That editor interviewed several key players in the oil sector. That gentleman also made it his duty to speak with yours truly, Glenn Lall. When that article come out, Uncle, it quoted President Ali saying, we get a bad deal, but renegotiation will be complicated, and he not going down that road. While the opposition leader, Aubrey Norton, told that Financial Times he need to get more out of these resources, and within the first 100 days, he will pursue and engage with Exxon to ensure the people of Guyana benefit. That way he tell the Financial Times. Are you hear what them two men telling the world here, Uncle? The president saying he can't do nothing about renegotiation. It's too complicated. And the opposition leader, Norton, saying when he goes into office, then he will look to see what he can do so the people can get more benefits. None out of the two of them is coming right out to say, let's tear up this one-sided contract and start over. Or even accepting the help people offering around this world to change the contract. They're not going down that road. Joshua, you see what's going on there? The article is online. You guys should have put it up and let them see it. I didn't say it. It's the Financial Times reported that. Thank you. Now, Josh, let's turn to Glenn Lall. Let's turn to Glenn Lall. Also quoted in that article, Uncle, I am not running for office, nor am I in office, other than my own personal office. I spoke to that editor as a citizen and the publisher of Kaieteur News. I told that gentleman, among many other things, that ExxonMobil contract, our leader signed onto, is nothing but a legalized form of highway banditry. And that was shared in the same article to the whole world. Now hear this, uncle. Routledge, Exxon Guyana president, he jumped out when the people spoke with him and said, Lall has political aspirations with an axe to grind. Then went on to say in the article, the contract we have is competitive. Let me tell you his exact words, uncle. This is a competitive contract that is bringing investment into the country. That's what he told the Financial Times, Joshua. So tonight, uncle, I want to respond to Routledge piece by piece. I have an axe to grind. Yes, Mr. Routledge. And it has to do with a contract that is draining the lifeblood out of every citizen of this country. A contract that is grinding away our hopes. A contract that is grinding every Guyanese dream into a nightmare. A contract that is grinding every Guyanese born and unborn into dust. And you call that competitive? And have the nerve to say that Lall have an axe to grind? Mr. Routledge, if you were a Guyanese standing in my shoes with an honest, clean, and decent heart in your body, wouldn't you have had an axe to grind? I think you would have had many axes to grind. With what? With this contract. Matter of fact, I don't think there would have been enough axes to grind with this contract Guyana sitting with or living with. I was very decent in calling that contract a highway banditry, sir. Uncle and auntie, Mr. Routledge, please, I want to say this loud and clear to you. Put yourself in my shoes for a moment and ask yourself, if you would have stayed silent and accept that contract, as vile as it is, could you have faced your children with that? Could you still consider yourself a man? Would you have had a silent tongue on that contract, Mr. Routledge? No, you would have never. Your voice would have been louder than mine. But let me say this. Using the words highway banditry, describing this contract, Routledge, is mild. Because even the devil that we can't see, would disown it. Now, uncle and auntie, let me turn to you and ask you, if I have political ambitions, what that has to do with Routledge? Joshua, if I have political ambition, what that has to do with Routledge? Huh? how you meet there, Mr. Routledge? Huh? Is that your business? Well, I'm going to tell you tonight, it's none of your business. I don't know, and I don't even care about you, Routledge. But let me say this. Your eyes pass me as a Guyanese. Since when you think, Routledge, you can come in my home to choose my pathway, to tell me what I can do and what I cannot do? No, brother. You got to keep those kind of comments for the people who allowing you and your company to do what you're doing in this country. And just pray to God Almighty that Glenn Lall never become a leader in this country, which I believe is in the making. Mr. Routledge, which decent leader would accept 2% royalty with a 50% profit share after you guys take out 75% cost oil? Cost oil that the country never verified or knew of. Would you stay quiet on that if you were sitting in this chair here tonight? Certainly not, Mr. Routledge. Would you have sat quiet and watched that same competitive contract you're talking about, giving a country money that even can't correct, can't refix or rebuild the destruction the oil industry is creating in this country on a daily basis? Certainly not, sir. Certainly not. I had asked you before, and I will ask you again on this national radio. Show Guyana, put out a statement, one oil contract that come close to the one Guyana has that you're saying is a competitive contract. Is that still a competitive contract? Show us a country that doesn't have their own oil meters at the pumps. Do I still have an axe to grind, Routledge? Tell us which oil producing country does not cap oil companies' investments. Huh? Cap the interest rate. Tell us. Do I still have an axe to grind when I speak on these issues, Routledge? Or should I ask, is this a competitive contract with a profit sharing arrangement? Show us a country that does not collect taxes. Is this still a competitive contract, Routledge? Do I still have an axe to grind? Would you, Mr. Routledge, sit quiet as a citizen of a country, knowing that an oil spill can destroy you, your family, and your entire nation without full protection, Mr. Routledge? Would you? Certainly not. I am more than 100% sure you would not keep your mouth shut. Uncle, Auntie, I looked at a very dramatic video on Facebook a few days ago, and I did a TikTok on it. I only wish those of you listening to me on this radio tonight could have seen this video. It's a mother squirrel, Uncle, battling to save her baby from the clutches of a deadly snake. Those of you online, Joshua, could you please put it up, let them see it? Put it up, let them see it. Uncle and auntie, you know the size of a squirrel. A squirrel is a small animal. But that squirrel was determined. That squirrel cares for nothing but her baby's safety. She fights fearlessly with no regard for her own life. Her only focus is on freeing her baby from the clutches of that snake. Uncle and auntie, that baby squirrel represents our life in Guyana today. Our future is being snatched by the greedy, slithering grip of ExxonMobil. Just as the snake, uncle, coils around the baby squirrel, ExxonMobil wraps itself around Guyana today, wraps itself around our nation, our resources, our future. All are being squeezed to death. Uncle and auntie, like I said, I wish you guys could see this video. The mother squirrel doesn't hesitate. She risks her everything for her child. We must be like that mother squirrel, uncle. We must fight for our future. Fight to save our children's future. ExxonMobil's grip is tight like that snake. Coils. Yes. ExxonMobil, uncle, grip is tight like that snake. Coils, suffocating and breaking our bones, our resources, our wealth, our sovereignty, slowly being squeezed out from us. But we can break free. Yes, we can break free. We can loosen those coils. We can save not only ourselves, but our children's future. Online viewers, look at that mother's persistence. She doesn't give up, uncle. She attacks from every angle. She knows what's at stake. Uncle and auntie, we must have the same resolve. We must fight from every angle. The economic, the social, the political, and on all fronts we must fight. Come on, guys. Our children's future is worth more than this fight. Look at the desperation, uncle. I wish I could have seen this thing. I am looking at it as I am speaking here. The desperation in that mother squirrel. Her actions are driven by love and duty. Our actions must be driven by the same. Love for our country, our people, and duty to our children. We owe them that. All of us owe our children that. Many of them went to bed tonight hungry. When I look at that video, uncle, you can naturally see The baby girl's future hangs in the balance, life and death. Our future, our destiny, our livelihood, and that of our children's future with this oil, uncle, hangs on ExxonMobil and the politicians y'all elect. Let's fight these snakes and let's fight them together. That mother squirrel shows every Guyanese the way. Uncle and auntie, she didn't beg for help or doesn't wait for help. She fights with everything she had. We should do the same. We can't wait for others to save us from Exxon and some of these criminals parading themselves as politicians. We must and we have to save ourselves. We must act now. Our future depends on our voices and our actions today, uncle and auntie, and we can do it. Yes, I agree. ExxonMobil is powerful. No doubt about that. But so is the will and the power of the people of this country. Look at the mother, look at the mother squirrel courage. At the end, she came out the winner. To those of you online, isn't that fight an inspiration to all of us? Shouldn't that fight remind us of our own strength, our own potentials? Come on. We are not helpless. We are not powerless. Together we can fight. And together we can win. That mother squirrel's story is our story we're looking at today, uncle. A story of struggle, a story of hope, a story of love and of duty. We can break free from ExxonMobil's grip. We can reclaim our future for ourselves, for our children, and for Guyana. This battle is ours, uncle and auntie. This fight is our fight. Just like that mother squirrel, we must not give up. Not now, not ever. Our future is worth the fight. And please, never forget, people's power is stronger than the people in power. Let's show them that the power resides in us. Our power is mightier than those in power. Your finger, uncle, and your voice is the power that can make that change for you and your children to come. I hope you guys have an enjoyable evening. And if you're still looking to hear Happy CARICOM Day greetings out of Glen Lall mouth, it wouldn't be coming. When you're all ready to stand up to this looting going on in this country, then you people can call on me to celebrate. I think I have been clear tonight, showing you how the people who just create the problems just turn around and behave like the victim. That is Routledge and the people we have parading themselves as politicians. You know, Josh, I saw in Kenya for the last 3 weeks, they have massive protests going on in the streets. Couple people died already. Yes. They're protesting the newly elected president, William Ruto, who is sucking up to the colonial masters while corruption rampant and people starving. I went home this afternoon and received a call from a journalist in Kenya that I met. Very nice young man. He said, tomorrow they will be back in the streets. The man told me, he said, Glenn, there's a wave of action across Africa with these politicians who are sucking up to the colonial masters, who are looting the resources of Africa. And the people can't take it anymore, Uncle. They can't take it anymore. Does that say anything about Guyana today? Huh? Look what's happening. The three leaders of this country, or let me put it four, Aubrey Norton, President Ali, Vice President Jagdeo, and now Nigel Hughes, is boldly telling all of us that we have to live with that 2% contract Guyana got. In which, Joshua, them doesn't even have a meter at the pump to record the amount of oil so that we can get with 2% royalty properly. The expenses in which Guyana have to get our 50-50 profit sharing, that too is being audited. And the report is being hidden from us with the thievery going on in it. And somebody telling me about CARICOM Day. I mean, Joshua. Josh, let me repeat what my friend told me last night. Mental slavery is the worst form of slavery. It gives you the illusion of freedom. It makes you trust, love, and defend your oppressors, while making those who are trying to free you or open your eyes the enemy. You hear what I said? And with that I say, Namaste.
Looking for high-quality, durable books for your business or personal use? Look no further than SZZ Printery. We have a wide selection of